Hi lovely Taurus, welcome to my channel. My name is Katie. Today I'm going to be doing your weekly reading from the 12th to the 18th of the month of August. So welcome to this channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here. You guys know that I love you, each and every one of you. And if you're new to my channel, I invite you to join us on a mission. I am actively trying to reach 20k subscribers and we're so close now. We started at like 10,000, 11,000, and we're getting so much closer now, so we're really excited. I plan to celebrate that milestone intensely and I invite you to join us. If you subscribe, you get weekly readings for your sign and monthly readings as well. So let's see, universe, what are the most important messages that our lovely Taurus needs to hear for this upcoming week? I have a little bit of allergies. I hope that's not a big problem for the reading. I'm going to be pulling 8 cards from this deck, which is tarot. It's the inspirational tarot, Luna Esoterica, I think it's called. It's really cool. I love it. It's the first time that I'm actually using it. You are my 6th reading today, number 6. So let's see. Universe, bring in the ideal messages for our lovely Taurus. First card that we got here, Queen of Swords. I'm going to be pulling all the cards first, and then I'm going to go deeper into the actual reading of the cards. 8 of Wands has consistently popped up in all 6 readings that I've done today. And I mentioned it in the reading before and it came up again. Then we got the 3 of Wands. Let's see if I can put this a little bit further away. Then we got the Ace of Cups. Knight of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, and 7 of Swords. Alrighty then, interesting reading so far. At the bottom of the deck, the 2 of Cups. So this may be a week in which partnerships, relationships, commitments, connections might have some level of importance, whether that is a beautiful celebrational aspect to them or whether that is just something that needs your attention, okay? Okay guys, now that the cards are all set up, let's begin the reading. So let's start with this row over here, which is quite interesting to me. Some of you guys could be feeling afraid of a new beginning in love due to past pain, emotional suffering, or betrayals from the past. Some of you guys may be wishing to be able to have a loving romantic relationship, long-term relationship, or partnership of any other nature, but you feel like you have this blockage. I think that we actually addressed this previously, Taurus, I believe, and that is because of the things that you have experienced in the past. There's a lot of betrayal in the past. There's a lot of sneaky energy, whether that is energy that you have or that somebody else has used on you. So I feel like I'm getting a little bit of a player energy in the sense that maybe there were a lot of people that were interested in you and you kind of played them a little bit or weren't completely clear, weren't completely honest about what you wanted versus what they wanted, and that could have led to heartache for them or for you. This could also mean that maybe the situation is the other way around. Like you wanted something serious, you wanted something genuine and beautiful, and maybe the people in your environment or the people you've been dealing with haven't been completely honest with you, haven't been straightforward enough. Maybe they've actually been sneaky or kind of, you know, weird. And those situations, whether those are situations that you're living through right now or situations from the past, they have wounded you. And they have wounded the concept that you have about love and long-term relationships. Some of you want something good, but you feel like you're blocked, or you feel like you don't believe that actually exists. Some of you guys are so hurt from the past experiences that you're standing still. You're not moving forward in that area. You're frozen. You may be analyzing how to overcome these blockages. You may be analyzing how to move forward, or if you want to move forward with a romantic relationship or not. Some of you guys are just like, no, that's not for me. Well, why not though? You know, like, why not? I see you guys kind of like being frozen, analyzing why you feel this way. Why is it so hard maybe to open up your heart to someone new? Or have someone else open their heart to you? And establish a really... Okay, so I'm hearing fear of intimacy. Establish a real vulnerable connection with those around you. Guys, you can research fear of intimacy. There's a really nice video by Teal Swan. I don't always resonate with her content, but that video was really good. It really helped me a lot. Fear of intimacy, or how to overcome fear of intimacy. I recommend it here on YouTube. Because you could have a very loving experience. But first you need to believe that that actually could happen. And that it's not all going to be lies and sketchiness and betrayal. I feel like some of you guys have actually given up on the possibility of finding people who are good or honest or truthful, that can really honor you and your experience. You have the Queen of Swords here and the Knight of Wands. Some of you... Okay, so there's a lot of meanings here. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Libra, a Gemini, an Aquarius, or an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. This could be external people to you that you may be interested in. Maybe you are transitioning from dating one of these signs to another one of these signs, like one person to another. Or maybe you are falling out of love with one of them and then into love with another. Or maybe just their presence. If you can identify them and this resonates with you, maybe their presence simply is triggering this internal contemplation. Others of you have actually become quite the skilled players. And this is a mechanism of defense. A defense mechanism in which you, before others hurt you, you hurt them. Or before others lie to you, you already lied. Before others are disappointing you, you are the one who's playing them. You are the one who's manipulating them. And that might be a harsh realization for some of you guys. But I have to say it does apply for some of you. But this is all a way of keeping yourself at enough of a distance to feel safe. It comes from a genuine intention of protecting your heart. Even if you can't pinpoint that right off the bat. You may feel like you're just like, you know, I don't give a shit about anybody or whatever. But there's a big chance that this very deep wound is creating that facade in you. And I know that this may make some of you guys angry. I can feel the anger kind of like bubbling to the surface, and that's okay. That's okay. I feel like everybody is entitled to be whatever they need to be. But it's always good to have an awareness of why that is, you know? For example, right now, I am being completely isolated in my life. Completely. Like, I just interact with very few people of my highest, you know, level of trust. And that is because I went through this situation when I lost my sister, and now the world kind of doesn't make sense without her, so I'm just kind of destroying the entire world as I knew it and creating a new one. So I've got this new job on YouTube instead of what I was doing before. And this whole transition is making me maybe appear towards other people like I'm an ass because I don't want to talk to anybody. You know what I mean? But I know where it's coming from. So it gives me peace and I don't feel guilty for kind of like creating that space between me and other people. So, I mean, if you kind of like go deeper into where is this coming from, you may actually find some healing there. And some awareness that you can maybe admit to yourself. And I know that this is not going to apply for everybody, but for those of you who it does apply to, I think it's time to be honest with yourself. Do you really want a long-term connection? Are you not a monogamous person? This came up in another one of your readings. It's like you want your ships to come in, but you haven't told the universe what your ships are. For some of you guys, what I'm getting is that there could be a tendency towards maybe feeling attracted to the same sex, or you know, like if you're a girl liking girls, if you're a guy, you know, feeling attracted to guys. And maybe that is so deep and it makes you feel afraid to a very personal level. And that's why you're not asking the universe for what you actually want, because you feel like you have to be something else. This obviously doesn't apply to all of you. This is, I think, for one person out there. I'm feeling a male energy. Just be honest with yourself, you know? The universe has everything that you need, but you have to ask first. And I feel mixed signals. With the Queen of Swords here, I feel like you may also, this goes for another group of you, you may perhaps not be in that player mentality, but you may appear very cold, harsh, rough. And that might be your defense mechanism. Some of you guys are just placing this facade of, I am so completely independent. I don't need anyone. I am so absolutely strong. Which is alright, but when you go deep into that, there is a fear of intimacy, because vulnerability is where connection between two people happens the deepest, I think. And when we're not allowing ourselves to be vulnerable because we have everything under control, and because we have it all together and we're so strong and we're so perfect, then we avoid that deeper connection, right? So think about it. Think about it. For some of you guys, this could be relates to work. Some of you others, I feel it's super romantic though. I feel like it's 100% like your ability to share romantically, like a romantic commitment with another person. I feel like you're bursting through this intimacy fear through this awareness first. So, yes, Taurus, that is what I have for you this week. Kind of intense and very much aligned with what I was perceiving for you in another reading, maybe the monthly. You can go ahead and check that out if you haven't already. And I'll see you next week, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so we can reach 20,000 subscribers finally. Bye, guys.